Hello everybody, welcome to my latest information video for Smalland. This video is going to be the best route to take to get clay. Now clay is kind of a middle game item. It's used for making stone buildings using clay mortar, and it's used in some healing items as well for those people who like bandages but want to get the best bandages you possibly can. Now clay is relatively difficult to get hold of. It's only available in a few areas. Now the main area being in the south. If we have a quick look at the map, where you want to go is basically here. Now there's an easy way of getting here. The great tree located directly beneath my character here on the map is the quickest and easiest way to get to that location. So if we look to the south, it's covered by trees and foliage at the moment, but just over there is the ruins. So if we go up this branch here, we'll be able to see it a little better. Now all of the great trees are identical when you actually climb them, when you get to the top. So even if you've got your base somewhere else currently, it's very easy to move your base when you want to this location. You don't have to, it just makes it a lot quicker to do this this mission. So they're the ruins. Now we're going to start on a little steps that are basically beneath us at the moment. So if we jump off, and obviously if you've got wings, gliding wings, then this makes this a lot easier. If not, then you will just have to make a run for it, and having the base close is even better in that situation. So we want to come down to this area here. Now there's not much clay at this initial place. You might find one or two. I've got a base here just because I got caught in a storm, unfortunately. Now around here there are various hornets and things of that nature, so do be careful. So this is just to get us into the area, to be honest. Alright, let's take this little guy out. There we go. Okay, and just keep hugging this wall here. We basically want to end up in that space up there. Now there is a bit of clay on the wall up here, so we can get that on the way. You can just see it directly ahead of me. Now to get clay you need, I think it's a mandibular axe, a spike pickaxe or better. So as I say, it's relatively mid-game resource. Oh, and I'm now struggling to get up here. Let's go to this area here. It's a little easier. Like I say, there are quite a lot of hornets. Now hornets are actually relatively simple to defeat, so don't worry too much about those. There's nothing that scary in this location, to be honest. It's why I picked this as one of the best routes to take for harvesting the clay. If you need fibre, sorrel, the plants that have got the purple stems and the green leaves are some of the best. Oh, that was nice glitched. So these plants here, best for fibre. They get you about 6 or 7 per plant, which is really nice. So some food. There we go. Right, now we're going to take this tree all the way to the top. Now there is a bit of clay at the top of this branch. Ignore it, because I mean you can try if you want, but majority of the time, because of its location, you end up sliding all the way down there, and there's a very big risk that you are going to get stuck in the sea. and drown. Now this sometimes is easy to get up like then, but sometimes you will have to jump a couple of times to make it. So don't give up, you can make it, as I just have. Now this is the first of the multiple areas where you get quite a bit of clay all at once. Now some of these you do need to jump for, so when you do the jump, press jump and then immediately press the attack button, and that way you will be able to swing your pick at the highest jump point. Otherwise you kind of miss the actual hit, unfortunately. Right, there's a load over here, but it is guarded by a hornet, so just be aware that you'll probably have to take the hornet out before you can safely take these clay nodes. I have the pyrite greatsword, so it makes it a lot easier in that regard. It might take you a bit longer depending on what weapon you have. But we take all of these. As I say, ones that are above your head you actually do need to jump for, unfortunately, unless they are, the base of them is at your head height. If you're too close it will knock you back, but don't worry. There you go. Alright, so now we head back the way we've just come. There's not really much more along this side over here, so we literally just jump over to here. There's a few bits up the side of this wall, as you can see. Now it can be a bit of a nightmare to get up here if you're impatient like me, but if you take your time, it's actually relatively straightforward. And you probably saw it, there's one below us as well, so don't forget to get that one. Right, now we're going to go up these steps to the right. There's not really many over this direction over here, so I mean you can go searching that area if you want, but to be honest, from a time to reward, it's not really worth it. We are basically halfway through the route now. Now you can't quite jump up there, so you do have to go around this section here. Jump up here. There's one on the wall here. Now if we go over this direction. As I said, there's not actually that many enemies in this route, so it's quite nice. Because you can harvest pretty much unimpeded, which is obviously useful when you're trying to harvest materials. You don't want to be fighting every 2 seconds. Although, to be honest, the fighting is pretty good anyway. I always find this one a pain to get. There we go. Awesome. There we go, so that's that lot, and what we do now is we head back to where we've just come from, and we go up this sloped rock ahead of us, part of the wall that's fallen down, because we need to jump across that ravine, and the easiest way is to go up on here, and then you can jump across in safety. Now I've got a base at the bottom which just allows me to repair. It's only a little outpost, but it's protection against storms and allows me to repair as well. Now the other thing that's good about having a little outpost here is if you are going further into the labyrinth, for instance, to get this pyrite sword, then you do want to activate your spawn point. But we are not going there in this video, so we've got 2 more nodes here. And then we've got another wall full just coming up here. There is one up there as well, but I think you have to basically jump across. I'm not really sure how to get there because I tried to get up this section here and I could never get up there. So, oh, there we go. I've just basically found myself to be incorrect. Ah, I don't seem to be able to get up that last bit there. There we go. That's probably why I don't bother with that one normally. Okay, and there's more up here. Okay, so if we go across this side, there's four on this wall over here. There's one on the other side of this wall, which we will go round for. There is a lizard in the way, so we do have to be a little careful. Lizards aren't too hard though. The final one, the final area, does have some grey flies in it, and they are an absolute nightmare, so you do have to be a little bit careful. You can avoid that lizard if you want to. Okay, now we go up this branch ahead. Go up here. Lizard's given up. So there's more here. So we're about to get into the area with the grey flies, so do have to be a little more cautious because they are horrible things. So we go through here, if I can get up this. Two more here. And then we've got an absolute load down here as well. Now, there is going to be a little bonus at the end of this run for anyone who's not been this way before. Now, I can't unfortunately show it in its full glory because I have already collected it, but there is a unique appearance modification for using at your scrying pool, if you have a scrying pool. Just allows you to change the look of your character afterwards, which can be useful if you want to. Now, this is normally glowing, this little pile of dust here, and it's interactable, and this will unlock some new face markings for your character. And then the last couple on the route are these two here. There we go, and we started out with no clay in our inventory, and so far we've got 156. So 156 clay from one run, and that will respawn very quickly. In fact, if you do a little detour and go down inside the crypt a bit, where you can get the sword that I'm using, by the time you come back out, the start of this run will have been respawned. So that's actually really useful. You can do multiple runs if your inventory is empty. So there we go. I'm going to leave the video there, guys. I hope you found it useful. If you have, please make sure you click the like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Sorry if that was a bit loud. But yeah, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and please do leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know if you want to see more of this type of video on Smalland or any other game that is featured on my channel. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you for my next video very, very soon. You all take care. Bye for now.